Welcome to Social Media Manager Confidential, your go-to for real talk, practical tips, and insider knowledge to build a business on your terms. Whether you're juggling kids at home or living out your Emily in Paris dreams. I'm Shanté, an award-winning social media manager and agency owner of Sugar Punch Marketing. I created this podcast to recognize the real hard work behind social media management and to give you the strategies, perspective, and conversations you won't hear anywhere else. So grab your drink of choice, get comfy, and let's chat. Hey, it's Shanté. Listen, if you're working 60-hour weeks, feeling resentful every time you open your laptop, but telling yourself you just need to push through, we need to talk. I'm going to tell you how to figure out if you're actually burned out or just undercharging, the real signs it's time to raise your rates, and what to do when you feel stuck in that burnout cycle. No sugarcoating, just what you need to hear. I've been doing this for 7 years, and every single year I watch social media managers work themselves into the ground thinking they're just going through a busy season when really their pricing is forcing them to take on way too many clients just to survive. I didn't even realize I was burning out until I started hating my laptop. I'd open ClickUp, see my inbox, and just feel this pit in my stomach. Everything felt like I was dragging myself through quicksand. Maybe that's you right now, working weekends and evenings just to keep up, thinking you need better time management when really you're just too exhausted to think straight. Before we really dive into this, I do need to say something important about mental health. Everything I'm about to share assumes you're managing your mental health well. If you're dealing with depression, anxiety, or other mental health challenges that aren't being addressed, these burnout feelings are going to be way more intense. I'm not a therapist, and business advice can't fix mental health issues. If you think that might be what's going on, please talk to someone qualified to help you with that first. Your mental health has to come before your business, always. Here's what I need you to understand. If you're running a restaurant and charging $3 for a meal that costs you $5 to make, you can't fix that by cooking faster. The math just doesn't work. Sometimes what feels like burnout is actually your business model completely falling apart. When you're juggling 15 clients at $500 each instead of 5 clients at $1,500 each, you're gonna crash. It's not a matter of if, it's when. So let's get real about the difference between actual burnout and a pricing problem that's disguised as burnout. Real burnout looks like this. You can't get motivated to do anything. Even checking email feels impossible. Opening your laptop makes you want to cry. Everything feels negative and heavy. Your sleep is completely messed up. You sit at your computer to create content and nothing comes out. You're avoiding clients because you just can't deal. And if your rate's being the problem, it looks like this. You're working 60 plus hours a week just to deliver basic stuff. You're saying yes to clients you don't even like because you need the money. You're letting people walk all over your boundaries because you can't afford to lose them. You have zero time to work on your own business because you're drowning in client work. And sometimes it's both of these things. But most of the time, what we're calling burnout is really just unsustainable pricing. Let's talk about undercharging first. If clients are booking you instantly and staying forever, that's not necessarily good news. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. When people book you without any price pushback, you're probably too cheap. When you have a wait list, but you're still stressed about money, your rates are the problem. When you're working more than you want, but can't afford to work less, that's a pricing issue, not a time management issue. I posted a reel showing my pricing journey from 2018 to 2023. The increases were significant, and guess what? My business got better, not worse. If you're struggling to book clients though, don't just randomly raise your rates. That's not going to fix anything. You need to look at your messaging first. Are you talking to the right people about problems they actually have? Your targeting. Are you going after people who can actually afford social media management? Your positioning. Do you sound exactly like everyone else? So here's my rule. Book 2 to 3 clients at your current rate, get some wins and testimonials, and then increase. Don't raise your rates because you think you should. Raise them when you can prove you're worth it. And I'm being real with you. Most of us deal with burnout at some point. It's not fun to talk about, but it's the reality of this industry. And if these things are happening, your rates aren't just too low, they're actively hurting you. If you're working 60 plus hours a week for basic deliverables, if clients are crossing your boundaries and you're letting it happen because you need the money, your pricing forces you to take on so many clients that nobody gets your best work. You probably don't have any systems, so every client needs constant hand-holding. And when this is your reality, Raising rates isn't about greed, it's about survival. You will lose some clients, but you'll be able to replace them with better ones. Now, I hate math, and I know you probably do too, but this is important. Let's say you have 10 clients at $800 each. That's $8,000 a month, which sounds good until you realize you're working 70-hour weeks and you have no life. Now, if you raise rates to $1,200 and lose 3 clients, you're making $8,400 a month with 7 clients. Same money, way less stress. And now you actually have time to do good work for the people who stayed. The goal isn't to have the most clients, it's to have the right clients paying the right amount. I've raised rates multiple times, and yes, we lost clients every time. But the ones who stayed got better service because we weren't stretched so thin, and we had space for new clients who were actually a good fit. You need to get clear on what you're actually delivering, track your results, document how much time you're really spending. Most social media managers are doing way more work than they're charging for. And if you need help with the actual numbers, I have a pricing calculator in my template shop and a whole YouTube playlist on pricing. And remember, you can work with anyone, anywhere. You're not stuck with whatever people in your town think social media management is worth. Now, when you do raise your rates, you better have systems that back them up. Clear onboarding that sets expectations immediately. Approval processes that don't involve endless back and forth, regular reporting that shows exactly what you're doing for them, rock solid boundaries and communication and scope. Higher rates mean higher expectations. Make sure you can deliver. Okay, if this all sounds terrifying and you're scared to raise your rates, my Pricing and Packages Masterclass has that calculator that does all the math for you, shows you costs you're probably forgetting about, gives you package templates and scripts for presenting prices without feeling gross about it. It takes the guesswork out of pricing and gives you a framework that actually supports your business and your sanity. Because if you're burning out at your current rates, something has to change yesterday. Links in the description. Burnout isn't something to be proud of. It's your body and business screaming that something's wrong, and usually that something is your pricing. If this helped, let me know, engage, follow, turn on notifications, DM me on Instagram. I'm posting over there every day. Your support tells me to keep making content like this. Everything's linked below. Next week, I'm showing you how to build your own social media manager toolkit. If you've wondered what templates and systems you actually need to stop feeling scattered, you'll want to watch that. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next week. Real quick, I just turned my free community into something you need to see. It's called The Back Office, and it's basically 7 years of my best stuff that I've never organized like this before. Every training, template, field note, and behind the scenes insight that's made my clients and my mentees money, all in one place, organized by topic, for you for free. Go to sugarpunchmarketing.com right now and get ready to take all the notes.